Hello again and welcome to episode 16 of the PS Podcast, Australia's #1 PlayStation podcast hosted by us. I'm your host, Cale Adam, and as ever I'm joined by the engineer, Kylo Ren's little brother, Govinda Whitehurst.
Hey, hey.
If you like what we do here, you can contact us on Twitter at _PS Podcast and suggest topics for the show. We also have a Facebook page where you can join our ever-growing community. We post episodes weekly and cover everything from Uncharted to Parappa the Rapper. And now, on with the show. We're joined today by Richard Wood. Richard Wood.
Of Stormcloud Games. Recently announced brut-l at PSX.
How you doing?
Yeah, very well. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Yeah, it's a nice cold and dark morning here in Scotland, but I'm doing well. I've got a warm cup of coffee. It's going to be a good day.
Well, it's the exact opposite here. We've got a nice balmy evening.
I think I'd love to live in Scotland. I love the cooler temperatures.
But see, it's cold though. It's not cooler. It's just cold and wet.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been?
Coolers that.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been to where? Sorry.
Have you ever been to Australia, Richard?
No, I've not. You guys have things that can kill me, like spiders and alligators.
People talk it up a lot.
Like koala bears. And they just seem mean.
What you got to look out for is the drop bears.
Oh yeah. Heard about those. Just
to really scare you off, we do another podcast where we discuss, conversational topics. My one last week was I had a huntsman spider. Are you familiar with these?
Sadly so.
Okay, I had a dinner plate size huntsman spider crawl onto my face while I was driving a car.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
It was.
I am never coming to Australia ever again.
It was. No, you should though. You should try and come out to PAX Australia at the end of the year, I think.
No.
No, don't worry. I think that's a smart move.
Yeah.
So Richard, tell us a little bit about yourself. We're going to get into an interview a little later in the show.
Well, maybe let's start as we always start a show. What have you been playing lately, Richard?
Oh, on the spot, here we go.
Oh yeah.
No pressure. To be full disclosure, I have pretty much played nothing this week, so there's no pressure.
No, it's good. So I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I'm very bad at it. Very, very bad at it. Full disclosure. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying that kind of jump in, play around, can last about 10 minutes, and I can stop again if there's something else going on. So I'm really enjoying that. I kind of wanted to play Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, but I didn't quite get into it. Whereas this is kind of more my scene, so to speak. So I'm really enjoying that, and that's probably what I'm playing the most at the moment. A lot of Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, awesome. Battlefront was kind of our Rainbow Six Siege for a little while, where it was just like when we had nothing to play, we'd just play that a couple rounds and be done with it.
Nice.
Get really angry at some teenagers, just like really get the blood pumping,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They can work out.
What's the Rainbow Six community like? Is that because that's a lot more team based? Is it just one life rounds? Is that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's one life rounds. So far, honestly, it's been really good. There is a TeamSpeak sort of service in the game, so you can chat to your fellow colleagues, so to speak. And now and again, you do get a guy who just plays music the whole time for whatever reason. He just broadcasts music for no reason.
So
but generally speaking, it's been really good, to be honest. Yeah, I've only had a couple of those experiences, and most of the time, it's been really quite nice. Yeah, so far, touch wood.
Yeah,
but thus far, it's been quite good.
Oh, that's awesome. I've been meaning to check that out. How's like the destructible environments and stuff?
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. It takes a while to get used to, because you're like, I'm going to hide behind this wall, and then someone destroys it. You're like, oh no, I'm in trouble.
That's no longer a wall.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's quite tough because the actual gameplay itself is really, really solid. It feels really, really good. But they've only just fixed some problems since launch with the matchmaking. Previously, you kind of press join a match, and it was honestly a flip of a coin whether it would work or not. And now and again, you have to hard kill your PlayStation, launch it again, and try and connect. They had some really weird issues with joining games. They put a patch out, I think it was last Thursday, so that has been fixed since then. But it was a good month or so of just a random chance of getting into a game, which sucked a little bit, but it all seems sorted now.
I think, to be honest, we were sort of getting a little bit of that with Battlefront. Like, we'd go have like some great sessions, and then some days you just couldn't find a game at all.
I actually found that at launch it was better, and maybe that had to do with the amount of people that were playing it, and it kind of petered off at the end. But Yeah, we had some good fun with Battlefront. Still play it every now and again.
Nice. It was a beautiful looking game. The sound design was incredible.
Oh my god.
It felt like a Star Wars game.
Yeah, that was the best part, especially the Walker Assault on Hoth when you're in the trenches and stuff. That was rad.
Yeah. No, it was really well done. Really, really well done.
Are you let's just see how similar we are, Richard. Are you a trophy man? Do you like the trophies?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I like, so I used to get a game, and the first thing I do is look at the trophies. And then again, that kind of spoiled it for me a little bit. So now I try and avoid looking at them until I finish the game. But I love the feeling of playing a game and you get that sound effect and that kind of pop going off. I love that. I think that's fantastic.
That false sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I think last year especially, and probably the year before that, I started just trying to play more games. Stop worrying about platinum and stuff like that, and just try and play more stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So instead of having a couple of 100% games a year, I try and have quite a few 10% games, so to speak. So yeah, I'm more focused on variety at the moment than I am on trophies.
I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm sort of in a weird place. I'm sort of the opposite at the moment. I've got that platinum bug. I'm
Nice.
chasing a few. Battlefront is one that I've had to give up on though, because it's just it's heinous, is what it is.
What's your hardest platinum you've got thus far? What's the best platinum you've got?
I think it was probably some are pretty grindy. I managed to do the bring down a walker with a snow speeder.
Oh no, I think it was what's your best
Nice.
platinum?
Oh, best platinum?
Yeah.
It'd be Bloodborne.
Oh wow.
That was. Although surprisingly, you look at trophies, a lot of people have that platinum.
It's not very uncommon.
Yeah,
for
like
platinums anyway.
But I think I kind of
That's cool.
regret that. That was weeks of rage.
Yeah, I think my toughest is by far Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, nice.
That took me way too long.
Yeah, very time consuming.
That's pretty cool.
Govinda, you haven't been playing much this week.
No, I've gotten into episode 4 of Tales from the Borderlands, which I'm thoroughly enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
I was off Telltale for a while, and I don't know why, because these last few weeks have been very Telltale heavy, and I've been enjoying them a lot.
Have you played these, Richard?
I haven't played the Borderlands one yet. I'm looking forward to that. You just reminded me, I just finished Life is Strange, actually, on Saturday.
Behind the
I
times.
just finished that.
Oh man, I want to.
just-
Can we just have Govinda leave for a little bit and you and I talk about that? Without spoiling it for Govinda, it's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I loved it. I played The Walking Dead. I really enjoyed those. And I like the idea of Telltale games. I just don't really play them. I tend to try and wait until they're out as one set, because I hate having to wait so many months to play each episode. But then I forget about them. But I got Life is Strange over the Christmas break and just loved it. Yeah, it was a nice change of pace from what I normally play, and it was really, really, really good. But I've actually heard that, obviously it's a different studio, but I've actually heard that the Borderlands game is possibly the best Telltale game, and that I should check that out. So did you enjoy it thus far?
I think so I'm kind of the opposite. I've ignored them all completely, and I've played all the Telltale stuff that came out, except for Minecraft in the last few weeks, and then I finished it off with Life is Strange. For my money, I think Life is Strange was the most unique. I really liked the way they did choice. Specifically, the way they question your every choice. No matter what you go with, they're like, she'll think to herself in a monologue and be like, maybe that wasn't the right thing to do. It just eats away at me.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yeah, but Tales from the Borderland, close second, hilarious.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying it so far. Only just got into the start of the 4th episode. I also fired up your copy that you imported from America of Trails of Cold Steel.
This devastates me,
on
Richard.
Vita.
Nice.
Are you familiar with this game?
I've heard of it. I haven't played it. I've heard of it. I'm looking for a new Vita game, so I'm interested to hear what you think about it.
Well, this comes after an episode that we did where I was saying I was over the JRPG.
And the Vita as well.
And the Vita, actually. There's 2 episodes. But this is I only literally played it for maybe 15 minutes, but it's almost already quashed both of those arguments.
Nice.
Did you play Persona 4?
I did, yeah. That was the last big game I played on Vita. Since then, I've been looking for the next thing, and I haven't found it yet.
This is it, I think. It's early to call,
Really?
but yeah, it's very, some shades of Persona, we're thinking.
Yeah, straight away, there was
Nice.
definitely glimmers of Persona. You start off in a little dungeony area, going through corridors, finding enemies. It was pretty fun.
Yeah. Although, of course, we got it in the mail. Govinda unwrapped it and put it in his Vita, where I just refused to let me
While
touch
Cal
it.
was busy doing podcast work.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose. You
That's
snooze,
what
you
I
lose.
said.
Yeah, it's a hard life. It's a hard life. Well, if you'd like, Richard, maybe we could get into some news. Oh, really quickly, do you like Richard? Do you prefer Richard, Rich?
Richard sounds good. Richard is good.
I'll
Richard
stick
is
with
good.
that, yeah. Govinda, you can call him
Yeah,
whatever
sweet.
you like.
I've just been calling him
Sir.
Richard because, sir, Lord,
Is it Lord? Yeah, Lord is nice.
my liege.
It sounds so much
Yeah,
better when you
that'll
say
do.
it.
Is it time to move into some news that we care about?
I think so, Govinda. As promised, Sony is now sending out emails to PlayStation Plus users offering a one-day membership extension to those affected by the PSN downtime at the beginning of the month. In the email, Sony explains that you have until March 31st, 2016 to redeem the code for an extra day. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. The outage to me wasn't really a big deal, so to get something for nothing's pretty good.
Did that affect you, Richard?
It did actually. It affected me for one thing, because I wanted to test something on a different game and I couldn't do it. Apart from that, it didn't really bother me. I mean, these things happen, so it's cool. We get an extra day of PS Plus. That sounds good.
Yeah,
but
can't argue.
it was fine.
See, I received the email, but I haven't redeemed it. And I think I'm just too lazy. I know it's only a day.
It's pretty easy to redeem it.
I know, but I just I don't know, yeah, maybe I will do it. Okay.
You'll do it when that subscription lapses and you're really desperate to play something.
Well, see, I've just got an auto renew anyway.
Yeah, so do I don't know. I just put it on because it
Yeah,
was there.
same.
What happened to us? We were trying to play Borderlands 2 together, and it just wouldn't work, and we were so devastated.
Yeah, we tried to LAN, and I don't know what it is, but the LAN in that game seems to be broken, or you still need to have the server still needs to be up for some reason, I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay, so not much there.
No, not much there, just some housekeeping.
Yeah, tidy it up. The Xbox One and PS4 releases of the Fulbright Company's acclaimed narrative-driven first-person title, Gone Home, has been delayed in Europe and Australia. The game was scheduled to be released on January 13, but has suffered a last-minute delay. The Twitter update announcing the delay attributes it to an issue with ratings and certification. This indicates the problem may be with content rating boards in Europe and Australia, or with Sony Computer Entertainment Europe's certification process, which games are required to pass before being available on PlayStation platforms. Gone Home was originally planned for release on consoles, but those versions were cancelled early in 2015. At the time, Fulbright was working with a branch of Majesco, which was undergoing financial issues.
It's disappointing for me. I was really looking forward to this, and I kept hearing all over the internet that it was releasing today, and I kept checking, and it just never showed up.
I gotta be honest, I still can't think of what game this is. I hear the name constantly.
You're returning from a long trip away.
Oh,
and you're just exploring an empty house and trying to investigate what happened to everyone that's meant to be here to greet you.
That's right, the first person.
Yep. People love it, and I'm pretty happy still that no one spoiled this for me. So I'm looking forward to it when it finally pops. Does it have a date? Did it say?
Not in that story, no.
Just time. That's fun.
This affects you, Richard.
In two ways. One, from a game dev side of things, it makes me realize that I should look into ratings boards pretty soon.
God.
So that's good. Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, it was in the schedule, but I think I'll bring it forward now based on these delays and these games.
Yep.
But I'm the same as you guys. I've not played this, and I want to play it. I've been waiting to play it, and I've had no spoilers yet. So I'm excited to play it soon. Hopefully, it's not too long. Comes to Europe and Australia.
Yeah, God, okay, so I'm sure you're familiar with Australia's draconian certification laws.
Yeah, it terrifies me.
Oh, it's just a nightmare, man.
The big disappointment I remember was Hotline Miami 2.
Yeah, we never got
I
that.
don't think we'll ever get it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, there was.
Because yeah.
It was like they were filming. There's in the game they're filming a film, and there's like a perceived rape scene at the very beginning.
Yeah,
in a fictional set
yeah.
of a fictional movie, and
Yeah.
it still didn't get through, which baffles me.
But
Yeah.
then we get things like, I guess, The Last of Us, which I'm really glad we got, but it's so strange. Like,
There's some heavy implications. In that
yeah,
game.
and like awesome